through these doors. Presented by First Community Credit Union.
Last weekend, the number 1 ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers visited Grand Forks for a much-anticipated non-conference clash. The energy around the Ralph was electric as both teams tried to leave their mark on the greatest rivalry in college hockey.
Attack mentality, intensity, and discipline. We do all three of those things. The result we want will take care of itself at the end of the day.
Here come the Gophers now with some speed. Person, another stop on Snuggerud. Here's Perron now. Off the post. Jackson Nelson up ahead. This is Brody Lamb. Lamb, what a move and a finish! 3-on-2 now, perhaps for Minnesota. Moore, cut it back, and finds the back of the net. Middleset again, back to 5-on-4.
I think Pearson got a glove on that one.
A golden chance to ice this here, and they do so now! They are top ranked for a reason, and they are victorious here in Game 1 tonight in shutout fashion. All the spoils going the way of the visitors this evening.
All right, everybody. Great opportunity here tonight. Our care and our love of this program manifests itself by how you do little small things. Your willingness to block the shots, your willingness to change out of the ozone, your willingness to be first in the forecheck. That shows your fans out there, that shows your teammates, that shows your coaches. That you're a warrior. We can show it tonight and win this game. Let's go.
Berg up to Pike. The fire and find the back of the net. North Dakota on the board. 6 minutes into period number 2. Huglin, Person sliding across. Jake Livanovich there, the freshman from Phoenix. He'll carry it through. On the backhand, and this trickles across. Jake Livanovich, first career strike, and it's 2-0. Chesley wide, redirected in, and the lead down to 1. 6-on-5 situation. It'll be Schmaltz versus Nelson. To the left of Person, who has made 19 saves tonight. Everyone out of their seats for the final 27.4 of regulation in this old rivalry. Moore will take the shot. Nelson will follow up, left aside by Person. 3 left, Middlestat to dump in, and that will do it tonight. An absolute mob scene in the North Dakota crease as UND earns the split and takes down number 1. UND does enough to take game number 2 and earn a huge victory against the top-ranked team in the country.
In agriculture, every season is different. It takes hard work, determination, and passion to keep a farm or ranch going year after year. At First Community Credit Union, we know and understand that passion for agriculture. Our local staff can help farmers and ranchers invest in new equipment, expand their operations, and prepare for whatever challenges may lie ahead. Together, we can achieve success now and for generations to come. First Community Credit Union, we're rooted in your future.
Before the season began, many questions were asked about a UND team returning no defensemen from last year's squad. But through 4 games this season, the new-look defensive group has been up to the task.
A lot of fans and, reporters are a little skeptical, coming into the season with 8 new D and you don't know, really how we're supposed to perform. And, when I got here, it was a really good group of guys, 4 freshmen and 4 transfers. But, I think we've done an unbelievable job as bonding together as a group.
As a new guy, I think it's exciting. You get to grow with all the guys and a lot of new faces. And coming in the first day, meeting 8 new defensemen, it was interesting. But they're all great guys, and having some returners as forwards, they've done a great job of incorporating us and teaching us the culture.
It was obviously a great opportunity for the new guys, and the freshmen to come in and have the opportunity that we've been given so far, and they did a really good job with us, kind of splitting us up and being with new people every day. So just being able to play with those guys and experience kind of how they play as well kind of helped the whole gel thing, I think.
Yeah, the first month we got here, we did a lot of activities outside the rink. We went on a fishing trip. We were always doing movies at guys' houses and ping pong tournaments. So just little stuff like that. Growing the culture, it's been fun.
I think a big one was pickleball this summer. You know, we went out to pickleball quite a bit. So, you know, that was kind of the first impression of getting to know the guys and, you know, how they are away from the rink. And then just going to team dinners and, you know, getting to know them as people and not just as players. I think that was a huge part.
It helps a lot. I mean, off ice you get to know guys as persons, as individuals, not just as a hockey player. And that translates to on ice success. You're playing with your friends, you're playing with your teammates, and going in for a game, you know, you're battling with your teammates and you know the guy next to you. So it makes you want to battle harder for the next guy.
Every guy in that locker room wants to play for the guy next to him, and I feel like there's no odd man out, which helps a lot. I mean, you're going to battle for 25 of your best friends, which doesn't happen very often, and just to be able to do that is pretty special.
I think that's definitely a huge part. You know, I've been in situations where you play with guys where you don't really know much and you don't really have the chemistry that you would if you know, knew them quite well. So just being able to bond with them and, you know, get to know them as people and as players has definitely helped.
Every week we've grown a little bit. You know, at first there were some times where guys were missing passes and just little things, getting to know where guys would be. But I think every week is going to be a work in progress. It's not going to be pretty right away, but as the weeks go on, I've seen progress and it's going to continue.
You're just trying to get better every single time you're on the ice, and obviously in practice and everything, coaches are doing a great job explaining things and kind of different situations they want you in, and there's nothing like playing a game. And I feel like the past 2 weekends we've done a great job, you know, all around. Friday night against Minnesota we didn't play a full 60, and then coming out Saturday night and playing that full 60, it just kind of shows the group we have and the resilience that every guy has in that locker room.
I think, you know, kind of proved everyone wrong and, you know, showed that, you know, we are bonded. You know, we do have a really good back end with the 4 freshmen coming in and 4 transferred. I think we've done a really good job showing people that we do have a very strong defensive D-core. And, you know, Minnesota's a very good team. They got a lot of offensive skill, and being able to, you know, hold them to 20 shots is pretty special and kind of just shows that, you know, the time and the effort that we've put in this summer is really starting to pay off.
Following an emotional series split with Minnesota, UND hosts the Mavericks of Minnesota State this weekend to close out their season-opening homestand. Before hitting the road, North Dakota is focused on playing their way for a full 60 minutes.
Those are the games you want to play. I know coming in summertime, everyone had the Minnesota game especially marked on their calendar, and they're ranked the #1 team, so it's a good benchmark to see how we're doing, and I think we're doing well. We're right there, and we're going to continue to grow.
It gives us a lot of confidence. It just kind of shows how good this group can be, and the sky's the limit for this group.
I think it's definitely huge for us after beating the #1 team in the country. It's pretty important to not, you know, kind of get over your head, just kind of stay level-headed and know that we got a big test coming up this weekend.
I know Minnesota State, Mankato, they play a really gritty style of hockey. They play hard, they play physical, and they play fast, so we can expect a tough game. We know they're going to be throwing bodies, throwing hits.
I know they're an older team, but we just got to worry about ourselves and make sure we play a full 60 and play how we want.
We haven't played them this year, and they haven't played us, so they don't really know what we're like, and obviously they're expecting 8 new Ds, so I bet like their game plan is to get it in deep and hound us.
This week we're really preparing for that, and coach has done a great job doing video and pre-scouts, so we're going to be ready for it.
3 weeks in a row at home. It's awesome to start the year like that in front of these amazing fans, so we gotta make sure that this weekend we're pretty dialed in and ready to go.
You step out on the ice and you hear 12,000 fans. It's been something I've never experienced and something I'll never forget. But I'm not trying to take the home games for granted. We gotta show up when we're at home for the fans.
Playing at the Ralph on home games is especially a huge advantage for us. And you know, obviously having that many games to start off the season is quite huge, and to start off the season on a winning record is that much bigger. So I think it's definitely huge for us to squeeze out some big wins here.
Coach always talks about it. It's not what other people believe in. It's what we believe in the locker room, and all 26 guys believe that, you know, we can be an amazing team and we can accomplish great things this year, which is probably the most important, I would say. If every guy believes about the guy next to him, it's going to be a successful year for sure.
Through these doors, presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.